Okay, making a video on, well, some would call it a health journey, I guess. Um, my entire life, I've battled, well, my weight has been a roller coaster. And as I've gotten older, people who've known me for a long time, have seen different changes, the way my body's changed, the weight I've gained, the weight I've lost. Um, Thinking back to it, the first time I ever really, there's a zillion of these videos out there. I'm just doing this, not, well, hopefully it'll help somebody, but more to help me and document what my idiot mind sees when it comes to myself and my self-image. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm a pretty confident person. Looks aren't generally super important to me. Usually don't really care what people think of me. But I do care what I think of me. I don't let on that oftentimes. Really, there's only a few people in my life that know. Paula is one of them, because I complain to her about it all the time. But looking back, one of the first instances I remember of being cognizant or aware that I might have an issue with food was sixth grade, going into seventh grade. Started seventh grade football, and I remember my football coach saying, he asked me how much I grew over the summer. And I said, oh, I don't know, about an inch. And he said, how much weight did you gain? I said, about 20 pounds. He goes, you can tell. And I was like, well, I didn't think of it. Didn't really think anything of it aside from, well, that was kind of rude. Or do I look fat or whatever, right? So I remember that kind of stuff. And then you know, generally as a boy or whatever, young man going into high school, most of the time your metabolism kicks in and it can kind of keep up with what you're eating. But I've never been a small man. I didn't play football. I broke my ankle in eighth grade and didn't play anything up until being recruited for 3 years by the high school football coach. When I got to be a senior in high school, I finally played. And I was recruited because I was a big guy. I wasn't fat. I was just a big dude. Ended up being about 6'2". When I was in high school, I weighed, I think I've listed myself on the football program as 205. But I probably weighed closer to 195, maybe 200. And then got out of high school and just kind of ate. I wasn't a big drinker until I got in my 20s, and then drank like crazy and realized I had an issue with food when in my early 20s, when I had started drinking. I needed a job, and I got a job at the Olive Garden, where you got at that time a 50% discount on food, and chicken Alfredo from the Olive Garden was probably my favorite food. And I gained about 30 pounds in like 2 months. It was crazy. And then continued just to kind of eat. And when Katrine was born, her mom, little tiny thing, ate whatever she wanted to. And guess who ate right along with her? Yeah, the Doritos and the soda and all that kind of stuff, I ate right along with her. And I got up to, it was about 285 pounds. And then that relationship went awry. Whatever, life goes on. But when you separate, relationships go the wrong way. There's no better diet than stress. So I lost about 60 pounds in like 3 months. Just, it fell off. Now I was feeling great. Met AJ's mom, and things were fine. It just leveled off at like, I think it was about 230 pounds. And things went south of that relationship. Again, stress diet, right? I was in better shape in my early 30s at about 195 pounds than I was in high school. You know, you're a grown man at that point, and at 195 pounds, you just carry it better than you do you still got baby fat on you when you're 17, 18, 19 years old. I don't care what anybody says, unless you're an incredible freak of nature athlete. So, especially a chubby guy like me. And then I got comfortable, right? I started raising kids on my own and doing my thing and wasn't really working out. And my love affair with food got the better of me. I'll be throwing some pictures up of all these different stages in life. And it was kind of one of those deals where frozen pizza as a single dad was, and I love pizza. You say, what's your favorite pizza? And I say yes. I've obviously realized throughout my life, my problem isn't that I'm not active. It's not that I don't want to be active. I run. And the whole reason for this video is yesterday I recorded myself on the treadmill and I did not like what I saw. But, you know, as a single dad and eating pizza all the time and feeding my kids junk food, because that's what kids eat, I got up to my heaviest I've ever been was 296 pounds. And I've been on this crazy, stupid 30 or 40 pound roller coaster ever since. I got down to from 296, did a healthy wage thing, right? I bet on myself to lose weight. And when you do that, it's the mentality is you can lose the weight. And I did. I got down to 240. I lost 56 pounds pretty quick. And then lost the bet. I lost motivation, I guess, and food got the better of me. Lost the bet. I did that twice, actually, and it helped me lose a few pounds. Got back up to 260, 265. This last summer, and this is a testament of how easy it is to lose weight if you can get control of food. You don't need special diets. Some people call them, you call it what you want. It doesn't matter. There's all kinds of diets out there, and I'm here to tell you, they all freaking work. All of them. It doesn't matter what it is. There isn't one that's better than the other one. They all work. You just have to do it. There's one that Paula did. She lost, 25 pounds, and her sister, the same, lost 25 pounds. Paula will tell you she didn't keep it off. Her sister so far has, and we're proud of her for it. And some other people we know on that diet have lost weight and kept it off. They call it a health journey. It's awesome. It's great if you can stick to it. Noom helped me lose 25 pounds in about 5 weeks. And I got bored with the rhetoric in Noom, left it, and put on 30 pounds in 4 months. So here we are now. I hope, but I do believe in making this video and showing the whole world this nonsense that I go through in my own stinking brain, because I have a problem with binging food. I can eat the right things. I enjoy healthy food. Problem is I also enjoy crap food, and a lot of it at one time. My portion control I don't have any. So that's where it kind of starts. I went for a run this morning outside, which was fantastic. I haven't done it in a while. But it was tough because I'm 30 pounds heavier than the last time I was running consistently. So the video I made yesterday, I shot some footage of me on the treadmill. And, in setting up the camera, I could see the love handles. I could see the belly. And you see yourself getting in the shower every day. And you could see you're chubby, or I'm chubby. I could see that. But you don't really pay attention to it until the camera adds a few pounds. Everybody's said that forever. It points out the really bad things about your image and how you see yourself. I don't like the way I looked yesterday. You got man boobs bouncing up and down when I'm running, and I'm running slow, and my legs look big. And Paula and I have been talking lately about the journey that we want to embark on, at least I do. And I know Paula wants to go along for the ride. We just struggle with the motivation. I've got a half marathon coming up at the end of April. I got a 50K I'm running next October. The longest distance I've ever run is 14-ish miles. Now, I have no doubt that I can do it, but I have to lose weight. And at almost 47 years old, the idea for me right now is this. I want/need to be as fit as I can possibly be. And the only way to accomplish that is to control what I eat. And it starts with portion. And, everybody always says you can't outrun a healthy diet. You cannot. I can get 10,000 steps in before 6 o'clock in the morning. That isn't going to help if I binge 2 cheese quesadillas and have some pizza for dinner and some candy that's hidden in my daughter's drawer that she left when she moved out. Guilty as charged. I'm rambling. I'll cut this video a little bit, but I'll pop in those pictures. There's a photo, if I can find it. My kids called it Fat Daddy. It was a Fat Daddy picture. It was when I was 285, 290 or something, when Katrin was a little baby. So the idea, hopefully, is this, that by documenting this, that I can show that it's possible and hopefully stick to it. Get to the fittest I've been in my entire life in my mid to late 40s, and hopefully show other people that can be done without special diets. And again, nothing against special diets. They all work. They all work if you do it, if you stick to it. The problem is sticking to it. And sticking to anything is hard, especially when you have a love affair with whatever it is that you're trying to get rid of. Ice cream, pizza, I love it all. I really love it all. But we'll see kind of how this journey moves on, and hopefully the end result is I'm 50 pounds lighter. Now, the scale doesn't really matter. It's image and how you feel, you know. It's how it's all put together, right? And that's the challenge. So we'll see. Hopefully it all works out. But you get to follow along for the journey and, you know, comment and let me know what works for you. Hopefully, you know, maybe we can do it together. I have no idea. I'm just starting this whole YouTube thing, but it's kind of fun to sit here and talk. I don't know who's going to see this video, but talking about it is pretty good, and documenting it, it's going to be out there for the world to see. So if I screw up, well, you're all going to get to see it, but I don't intend to screw up. I intend to succeed at this journey without having to pay for some fad. That's wrong. It's not a fad, but I don't have to pay for it. I know what I have to do. I just have to do it. So here's hoping.